I just want my family happy.
She's a spoiler. Hey,
Yeah.
Rainy.
I am not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney.
You guys are gonna make a child born.
Have you changed the name?
We haven't officially legally changed the name. We're just waiting, and he's been named, but I've been waiting for the premiere of our show.
For some odd reason, the Kardashians favor their daughters over their sons. They try to force these little girls into the spotlight while simultaneously hiding their sons, from their names to their images. It seems like the Kardashians are trying to exploit their daughters for financial gain, and they're just leaving their sons behind. So let's get into it. If you keep up with the Kardashians, you'll notice there is a theme in their family where all of the little girls are forced on camera while the boys have some sort of privacy. This has been the case from the beginning because Rob Kardashian has always been the odd sibling out. He's the only boy and the only one who's not a megastar. I mean, he's famous because he's their brother, but that's really it. Rob has spoken out before about why things have progressed in the way that they did, with him eventually leaving the show and disappearing from the public eye. He really struggled with fame and didn't want it in the first place.
I don't know,
You just need to cry.
I just want my family happy.
All I care about is like saying yes to my mom, making her happy, doing whatever my sisters want to make them happy, and I feel like
Things gonna change.
Because Rob has struggled with fame, you would think that he would protect his daughter, but that's really not the case. As I was doing research, I was pretty surprised to see that Rob Kardashian is constantly boosting his daughter on Instagram, and while he doesn't have the same kind of fame as his sisters, he's still pretty famous. And I know that he loves his daughter and he just really appreciates her, but I don't know. I just kind of thought that maybe he would keep her away from the limelight because of his experience. Maybe if Rob's daughter Dream was a boy, then she would have some privacy, but that's not how this family works. And it seems like this is a calculated move to continue their brand and the public interest. It's just bizarre to see the clear differences in treatment between the boys and the girls. Fans and critics have been calling out the sisters for exploiting their daughters. So let's go ahead and break this down and why this is dangerous. Kourtney is the oldest sister and the first to have children, and she had these children on the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Everyone saw her pregnancy and her give birth to them. From day one, his birth was filmed for fans. Kourtney and Scott Disick played around with varying degrees of attention on their son. A year after his birth, Kourtney revealed that she and Scott decided to exclude him from her spin-off show with Kim, Kourtney and Kim Take New York. While Kourtney is now respecting Mason's privacy, she's not doing the same with Penelope, and Penelope is all over TikTok, which I get it, TikTok is fun, but at the same time, she's like a child now living as an influencer with millions of followers. Nowadays, it seems like Mason specifically doesn't want to be seen, he doesn't want to be in any family photos, he doesn't want to be photographed, and it looks like she's supportive. Her and Travis Barker have gone to some considerable lengths to shield him from the paparazzi, so they're really making sure that Mason is, respected, but Penelope is all over the internet, and you don't know what type of damage that could do to someone so young and so famous. Kourtney does have another child who's named Rain, and he was born in 2014. Kourtney decided to take a different approach this time and refused to film Rain's birth for the show. She shared a photo of his hand a few days after his arrival, and then she waited a full 4 months to post an image of his face. Now, I don't know why Kourtney decided to take a different approach with Rain. Back in 2014, it seems like she was trying to kind of back away from the show in general, so maybe she was just trying to be private as a person, and that's why Rain, had a little bit more grace. But Rain has still struggled with fame, and in 2019, you could tell that they were really uncomfortable and bored because they had to go on to the Ellen show, and Rain just wasn't about it.
Rain.
What's your name?
Rain.
Yeah.
Say.
Rain.
And
Yes, Rain.
Rain and Saint, yes.
Or maybe anyone doesn't know my name.
Do you remember us meeting a long time ago?
Yes.
Where were we?
Yes. I'm so excited. I saw Rain and Penelope last night for a couple, so this makes me so happy.
And is she a good, is she?
She's a spoiler. Hey, Rainy, can you chill?
I mean, he's a child. Why is he even on the show? Of course, he can't keep himself together. But also, I feel like he's pretty smart because at 4 years old, he was seen flipping off the paparazzi in public, which some people are worried about that maybe, he's psychologically damaged from what's going on here. But I mean, he's 4 years old. So does he really know what what he's doing there by flicking off the paparazzi? I mean, you can tell the kids do not like their pictures being taken all the time. Specifically North, she hates getting her photo taken, yet she's like the most famous grandchild of them all. Kim initially kept North off of her family's show, but she quickly changed her tune and has been building her daughter's profile since. North has accompanied her mom to fashion events since she was a toddler. In her most recent appearance at Paris's Fashion Week, the 10-year-old at this time went viral because she held up a sign asking people to stop taking photos of her. I mean, really, Kim, do you think your daughter's enjoying this event when they are holding up signs and asking people to please stop taking photos of them? I mean, I'm sure as a child, she's sitting there anxious, not liking this, feeling super uncomfortable, and you're just, in your own world. I forget that Kim even has 2 sons because I never see them. It's clear that she publicly favors North over them. I'm not entirely sure how much these 2 boys know, but I'm sure they could tell there's a difference in their relationship with their mother if, North is constantly traveling and seen in these photos, and, I could barely remember her son's names. North is also huge on TikTok with over 10 million followers. And you could say what you want about TikTok. I mean, I enjoy using the app. I mean, I do think there's something sketchy, but I think the government's trying to figure that out right now. Who really knows? But I also acknowledge that I believe you have to be a certain age to have a TikTok. And at some point, Kanye publicly expressed that he did not want his daughter on that app. So I don't know if it's necessarily right for Kim to continue posting with North on this page if her father clearly says he doesn't want it.
Just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said I am not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say-so.
Chicago is another one of Kimberly's children, her other daughter, and I see a lot of Chicago as well. And at one point there was a viral video of Kim, North, and Chicago leaving the shopping mall, and you can tell that North was telling everyone to shush because Chicago was super stressed out by all the paparazzi. It has to be stressful as a kid taking all of that in because you can't even really comprehend what's happening. And, the chemicals in your brain are being released. You're probably, getting adrenaline, and that panic is starting to set in, and it's fight or fight mode. And it seems like North is a fighter.
This is your superstar.
Are you trying to blind people or something? You guys are gonna make a child blind.
Oh my God. All right, let's get out the way.
But getting into Kylie Jenner, it seems like she just gets off on hiding her pregnancies and now hiding her son. It's been months that she's had a baby boy and she hasn't told the world what his name is. Yet her daughter has an entirely different experience. Everybody knows who Stormi is, and at one point she was the poster child for Kylie Baby, which is another Kardashian brand.
Where are we? Where are we with that? Have you changed the name?
We haven't officially legally changed the name.
So still
His name
Wolf?
is still Wolf. His passport's Wolf, but that isn't going to be his name. We're just waiting and.
I mean, how long do we wait?
I mean, you know,
So we've been calling him Andy for nothing?
It is so weird to me how these people get off on hiding their children's names. It seems like as soon as Kris Jenner hears that there's a grandchild on the way, she tries to figure out how she can exploit that pregnancy and the name and everything else. I mean, you know, teasing pictures and treating their child like it's a new product. We did learn the name of Kylie's newest product, and her son's name is Air. It was Wolf, and now it's Air. I do question Kylie's intentions because Stormi is such a big character in this family. Why is her son so tucked away? I mean, it's awkward to look at these photos where you see her block out her son's face with an emoji, but Stormi's face is fully visible. Like, it's not a problem that Stormi's plastered all over the internet. You know, the creeps aren't preying on her. She's got to protect her son, and, you know, the reveal. One person wrote, it's definitely not for safety and 100% for building attention and hype over what their new baby looks like. Another person writes, their whole brand is about the male gaze and being it girls, and they're trying to slowly make their daughters into the next generation of influencers. Kylie can't use her son, unlike Stormi, to promote her cosmetics or clothes. And even though Stormi is being raised as the next biggest celebrity, she still seems to be under some stress when the paparazzi are hounding them.
Stormi was scared of the paps.
Now let's talk about Khloe, because her situation is bizarre as well. It's like we all know who True is. She has this daughter with Tristan. She's constantly posting with True, talking about True, but then she's got this now her new son who came from a surrogate, which no problem with that. But I almost like, do you guys remember like when she found out that like Tristan was cheating or, you know, had another baby or whatever going on? She like didn't even act like she wanted this kid. And when you see that she's like, you know, hiding him and his name, it just makes you feel like he's like the left out child. But I guess that's every boy in this family. Khloe posted a photo of True publicly within weeks of her birth. But much like Kylie, she has held back from releasing any detail about her new baby boy just yet. This also marks a distinct difference between True's introduction to the media and her younger brothers. It actually looks like Khloe is going to use this baby as some like leverage to, I don't know, create press for the new season. She just did an interview like a few days ago where she is sharing that she's going to be revealing her son's name very soon, but it's all for the show.
Now, have you named him yet?
Yes, he's named, but I haven't announced it.
You haven't announced it yet.
I haven't announced it yet. So originally he was delivered via surrogate, or the stork, I like to say. He's been named, but I've been waiting for the premiere of our show. And I didn't know it was gonna be this far out.
Oh.
So now I'm just like, if my daughter outs me, I'm screwed. But
It may out you.
That's so weird that she mentioned that her daughter could like screw her. Like, who's going to screw you? Who's going to listen to this little kid and then go and like tell the media? That just seems so weird. Nonetheless, there's a clear distinction between the Kardashian Jenner boys and Kardashian Jenner girls. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I feel like it's definitely a business strategy, but it's also like gonna mess with their psychology. Like, I feel like you can't treat them so differently because they're gonna grow up and feel like one's superior over the other, which is exactly how Rob feels. And look at Rob now. It doesn't look like he's doing great. So here's my email if you guys have any other video ideas for me, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye, guys.